it needs. There we go. What's up, everybody? Some guy who cooks here, and tonight we're making pasta salad to continue our pasta month. Or not pasta month, our salad month, rather. Our salad month. Pasta salad is a type of salad, if you ask me. And we're going to do a very simple pasta salad in a sort of a Greek style. It should be super awesome, super delicious. And I'm definitely looking forward to it. Now, if you're jumping in here or if you're watching later on when it's not live anymore, welcome. Glad to have you here. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe if you haven't, and go ahead and share it with your friends so they can see it as well. We can all have a good time. Now, before I get started on the big ingredient, the dressing, that's really the most important ingredient of this pasta salad. Well, it's one of the top ones. Before I get started on that, I'll show you just exactly what we're putting in this thing. We're making our dressing. Oh, there you are, Peter. How's it going, Amber? Huzzah! Glad you're with us. But I'll tell you what all ingredients are going into this thing. We're going to be using some black olives. We're going to be using some salami, which normally I would use ham, but I had salami and I forgot to pick up ham at the store. So suitable substitute, in my opinion, for this, or at least I hope so. I think it's going to be great. Anyway, we're going to be using the salami. We're going to be making a Greek-style dressing. We're also going to be using a really nice imported feta cheese I picked up that's made with sheep's milk. Super good, guys. As well as some shredded carrots. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to put our carrots, olives, and salami on the griddle to really bring out those flavors. Oh, and there's also going to be a little bit of diced up egg, hard-boiled egg, just because I like a little bit of egg in my pasta salad, which might sound strange, but trust me, it's pretty darn good. Normally, I would also like to add some green olives and such, but honestly, pasta salad has a lot of salty flavors and stuff going on, so you really don't need that extra salt kick from the green onion or green olives. You can add, say, sliced celery if you like, but I'm not too huge on that. I'm going pretty simple. In addition to the dressing, I'm also be adding just a tiny bit of mayo because I like a little bit of creaminess in my pasta salad as well. So, what are we starting off with? Well, let's go ahead and start off with our ingredients that are going on the Blackstone here. As you can see, I've got the griddle set up, my electric griddle, and you're not going to get an amazing view of what's going on here, but I'll show you. I'm going to throw on our salami and get that started. In addition to the salami, I'm also going to add some of our shredded carrot because I want it to soften up a little bit, not a ton, but a little bit. And then some of it is going to remain crunchy. So we're going to get two different textures from the carrot in this pasta salad. The softened carrot will sweeten it up a bit. So here we go. Throw on a nice handful of shredded carrots. I'm going to turn this down a little bit too. I'm going to throw it to 400 instead of 500. 500 is really hot. So there we go. We got some shredded carrot in there. And now for our olives, we just got a nice can of black olives. I actually hand sliced these. They were whole because the whole ones were on sale. But I went and had to use those anyway. And then I sliced them up myself. And, we got our spatula. We're just going to toss this around a bit and let it all kind of cook up pretty good. We don't want it to cook for too long because obviously we don't want it to, burn. But, we want to bring out some of those flavors, okay? So while that's going, we'll go ahead and start making our dressing, okay? And, oh yes, Amber, it looks like it is just you there right now. You spent $100 on pizza today. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that sounds like something my parents would have done back in the day. I was one of four, and I was the smallest one. So we spent a lot on pizza. But anyway, so it's time to make our dressing. So for our dressing, it's pretty simple. What we need a neutral oil like canola or grapeseed that we're going to throw right in our container here. And, you can really drip it and wipe it as best you can if you like, or just go ahead and be quick about it. I'm going to be quick about it for you guys. Maybe get that extra bit. Going to get some olive oil as well for flavor. So we got substance. We got flavor. Next up, we've got red wine vinegar, okay? We got some red wine vinegar here. Go ahead and pour that in as well. Once again, some good flavor going on. And then we got all our seasonings here. We've got salt, pepper, garlic powder, and, of course, some Italian seasonings as well. And we're going to go ahead and get this stuff just right on in here And maybe I didn't choose the best container for this, but we'll make it work. And really, you don't need a ton of seasonings to make a really good Greek-style dressing. A little bit does go a long way. Don't make it so little that you really don't taste it. But like I said, a little does go a pretty long way, and can add some great flavor to it. Anyway, I've got all my seasonings in here. I dripped a little bit of feta juice in, so some of them are a little cakey, but that problem will be solved as soon as we shake it on up and get it all mixed together. So let's go ahead and give our stuff that's cooking another little stir. And I'm going to turn it down even more now to about 300 because our salami has a pretty good sear on it. And we don't, like I said, we don't want it to burn. We just want to get some good cook on this stuff. So that high heat at the start was a good way to start to get some crispiness on some of that salami. And now it's really just cooking down a little bit and making all this stuff. It's a little tough to describe. It smells fantastic in here. Oh, that taste too. Amber says she's obsessed with Italian dressing and Caesar dressing. Well, Amber, then you need to check out the live episode I did a couple nights ago where I made the fresh Caesar. Turned out awesome. So anyway, we got all our stuff in here. You can go ahead and hey, look, the oil's draining a bit. We can get some of that extra oil that was left behind. And no, I will not burn my meat. But get the rest of that oil. There we go. We got all our oil. We got all our seasoning. We'll go ahead and close this up, and we'll give it a good shake, okay? And look at that. See, looks great. It'll separate a little bit as time goes on, but mix it around. That is a great seasoning. Like I said, it's got salt, pepper, garlic, and Italian seasoning. It smells wonderful. And yeah, taste is there. Fantastic. So while that stuff is still going, oh, that's right, it's right here. We're gonna grab our pasta, and we're just gonna throw the dressing in here, guys, and we're gonna toss it real good. I like to use all of it. What we're using today, we're using a rotini, a multicolored rotini, because honestly, these kind of noodles really like to soak up all the flavor. They carry and hold as much as possible. I see Marie Hathaway's jumped in. Good evening, looks yummy. I agree. Huzzah, glad you're here. And yeah, so we got all our freshly made dressing just right down in this thing. It may seem like a lot, but it's delicious and it goes a long way. And if there's a little extra on the bottom, then you can use it for another batch if you really like, or if you like the stuff enough, you could drink it. Just kidding. But there we go. Dressing is in here. Now I think it's about time we turn off the heat on the stuff that's on the griddle here, and we can go ahead and start spooning it up into this, okay? So we've got, and I'll turn you this way, we got our salami, we've got our carrots, we've got our black olives, and they've been roasting on this griddle. The carrots have softened up. Not too much, but more than they were before. The olives, black olives don't have a lot of flavor. When you toast them, they're not going to get crispy, nothing like that. But when you toast them on the griddle here, it really does kind of bring those flavors out, so it's a little bit stronger. And we're just going to get all of this in here. Gosh, I feel like I should just do it like this. Yeah, that's working. Better than trying to scoop it with this thing. So I am a fan of a lot of ingredients, or at least a lot of my ingredients in my pasta salad, because I like being able to not only taste it, but I like to be able to, bite into it. So for you, maybe a whole can of those black olives is too much. For me, it's wonderful. So there we go. We got our salami, our olives, our carrots coming in here. And don't forget, we're going to add some raw carrots as well for a little extra crunch. These carrots haven't been cooking too long in here, so they have a little bit of a bite, but they're also more tender. And then to get the extra contrast, the extra texture, we're going to throw in, like I said, some of those raw carrots as well. So there we go. We got this stuff in here. Amber says, that looks really good. And you know what, Amber? It does. It really does. And I can tell you this, it's going to taste really good too in just a moment when I get this all taken care of. So we've also got our eggs here. Toss those bad boys in there. Don't want to miss any. Like I said, hard-boiled eggs, just diced up real good. You don't have to. In fact, it's not too common to have those in macaroni salad, but I love it. They really add a little something extra. And, you know me and how much I love eggs. But anyway, we got all this stuff in here. Go ahead and give it a mix. Something else that's really good in a salad like this is some griddled onions. Unfortunately, I used my last onion. I forgot to pick up more. And so I don't have any grilled onions or raw onions for that matter either. But what we can add is a little bit of onion powder. So that's what I'm going to do because, regular onions are great, but when you're out of regular onions, onion powder will do in a pinch. You just don't get that oniony texture. So add some in there. Boom, we got that flavor going on. Now, all these flavors, good and strong. Go ahead and add some more of these. And stir them on in there. And we have one more ingredient to work with here, okay? First, I'm going to taste these, make sure. Oh, yeah, they're dressed up great. And sorry, I said one more ingredient. I meant two more ingredients. So, first up, we got our cheese. What I have here is a really nice imported feta cheese. I mean, look at this. This is coming from Atlanta, it says. And honestly, it's not much different in price than the other generic feta cheese. But this one's made with 100% sheep milk. And it's very artisan. I mean, just by the look, I can tell. And I'm going to give it a little taste. Oh, that is special. So we're just going to crumble it by hand in here. If you like larger crumbles, smaller crumbles, that's up to you, however you want to do it. And also, however much you want to add is also up to you. I'm probably going to add this whole block. I mean, just doing about a third of there. Let's go ahead and mix it and see. Yeah, I don't need the whole block, but I'll add close to it. I mean, look at that. It's looking great. Here's 2/3 of the block. And you can see, I mean, look at my hand, how soft and tender and wonderful this feta is. Go ahead and get a high-quality feta cheese. It's not that different in price compared to the regular stuff. But yeah, forget about it. I'm just going to add the whole thing. And I'll look back at those comments in just a minute so I can respond. I see we've got another one or two people who have jumped in. I don't want to waste this, so pardon me while I lick my fingers and then clean them off. Oh, yeah. Totally worth it, guys. Totally worth it. Okay. Hands washed. Now, you can use a little bit of this brine from the feta as well. There's a lot of it in here. You can use a little bit of that to wet your whistle, too. Or rather to, dress this macaroni salad. But look, isn't that beautiful? There's one final thing I like to add. Before I do, I'll go ahead and answer a question or two. Let's see here. I see. That looks really good. The remix, you don't know what just happened, but it sounded fun. I have no idea what you're talking about. My mom says hi. Huzzah! Hello, Mom. Glad you're here. Amber says you can't do feta. It tastes too much like the smell of goat. If you say so. I love feta though, so that's all me, I guess. And I see Brian has jumped in. Hello, Brian. Huzzah! Glad you're here. Glad you joined. We're making pasta salad, and you came in just as we're about to add the last ingredient. So we've got our homemade salad dressing, which is canola oil, olive oil, red wine vinegar, Italian seasoning, garlic, salt, and pepper. Really simple. And then we mix that in with some hard-boiled egg that's been diced, some seared black olives, some seared, salami, and we've got feta cheese and some carrots. Some of the carrots are seared so that they're a little more tender, and some of them are raw, so they give you that crunch, a nice little difference in texture there, and of course, a bunch of feta cheese. And to finish it off, I'm going to use a little bit of mayonnaise. I like the creaminess that it can bring to the pasta salad. Pasta salad, for me, should be creamy, and that's why I'm going to add just a little bit of this stuff, okay? I'm going to use the rest of my container of Dukes. Time to Duke it down, because there's not that much left in here, especially in comparison to how much pasta salad I have here. And it's just enough. It's probably about a quarter to a third of a cup of mayonnaise here, which is just enough to really cream up this salad. So let me point you back down. And no, I'm not offended, Amber. Don't worry. So here we go. Point you down so you can see. Boom. Not a lot of that mayo, but what we do have is going to cream it up just a little bit. And you know, I wasn't going to add anything else, but I have a feeling that one more ingredient couldn't hurt. And that one ingredient is sun-dried tomatoes, which I happen to have in my fridge. So let me grab those real quick, guys. Look at that, though. Doesn't it look beautiful? It does look beautiful. I know it does. And, okay, I have no idea where these sun-dried tomatoes are, so we're not going to worry about it. Not going to worry about it. But you know what? They would be an excellent addition to this salad. I know they would. As it is, it's looking incredible already. So, what's the next step here? The next step, we take a bite, okay? I got my fork. You got yours? No? I'm sorry. Oh, well. But here we go. I'm getting a nice big bite here. I want to make sure I've got some olives, some salami, some feta, some carrots, everything. Just everything I can. A little bit of egg. Here we go. That is the perfect pasta salad. Bar none. This is my favorite. This is my new favorite. And let's see here. We have Pagan Space Muffin. Huzzah! Glad to see you. Glad you're here. Glad you have joined us. Even if it's right at the end. Oh my gosh, guys, I need to take another bite because this is really good. Ah! If you like pasta salad, do yourself a favor and try this out. I see the Northwoods RV Life has joined us. Huzzah! Glad you're here. You know, I got to take another bite so you can see it as well. We've got our pasta salad here, partially griddled on the Blackstone grill. That's phenomenal. I could eat this for dinner. Just this whole bowl. Take it down for dinner. I might do that. But anyway, quick refresher for everybody. For those of you who jumped in at the end, we're making pasta salad tonight. Well, we made pasta salad tonight. We used a tricolor rotini. Then we made a fresh Greek-style dressing using canola oil, olive oil, red wine vinegar, salt, pepper, garlic, and Italian seasoning. And then we mixed that into our one box of rotini, along with a can of sliced black olives, a container of imported feta cheese that was super delicious and no more expensive than all the other stuff, along with two hard-boiled eggs, nice and sliced up, diced up. And then on the griddle, we threw those olives along with some salami and some shredded carrots. Threw that in there. Carrots got a little more tender. The olives got a little more flavorful. And of course, the salami, you know what happens to salami when you cook it. Awesome. And then we threw some of the raw carrots as well to add a different texture. And it's got it going on, guys. Oh, we also added a little onion powder. But like I said, it's got it going on. This is an amazing pasta salad, and you need to make it. I'm just going to put it out there. If you like pasta salad, you need to make it. For those of you who've been here from the beginning, thank you. For those of you who jumped in at the end, thank you. For those of you who are watching after the live, thank you as well. Huzzah to everyone. Thanks for being here. Much appreciation. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe if you haven't, comment as much as you please down below, and let's see, what was the other one? Oh yeah, share it with your friends. Much love, everybody, and until next time, I'm some guy who cooks out. Well, I may be out, but I'm not out of this pasta salad. Oh, doesn't need those griddled onions.